Good morning or good afternoon, depending upon your location. I'm Darby, Vice President of Client Services at Equation. So I'll talk a little bit first about our support. We do have a dedicated support team. As Effie mentioned at the top, we do not outsource any. All of our staff are Equation folks. We do offer Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time. And there's three main ways to get support if you need it. Priority is probably to email helpdesk at support@equationtech.us. That ensures that the next available technician or consultant will be assigned and reach out to you. If you do need to call in, you can call either of our numbers there, the 760 or the toll-free 866 number, option 2. If there is a consultant available, they will pick up. If not, that voicemail that you leave will be converted to a ticket and you'll get a call back as soon as someone is available. And then finally, we have an option that some of our clients use where you can get a login on our customer portal. Amy can help get that set up for you. You can create your own tickets there, which is more or less the same as emailing support. However, it also adds the ability for you to look at your case history as well. So there's some additional things there. We do have some optional support level agreement plans available beyond standard support. There's 3 levels. The base level is bronze, next is silver, and then the top level gold. The different required priority levels, different features and support functions available within those that are included in the monthly fee. We're happy to go over those in more detail if that's something that's of interest to you. We find that a lot of folks who have, ongoing tech support needs, it's a good way to sort of flatten out that expenditure and budget for that better. We do also have options for prepaid blocks of time, 10% discount off the regular hourly rate on that. And then there's also the advantage of if you do run into billable charges, say you need a customization or something of this nature that's not included in the SLA, with an SLA, you do get a discount on those billable hours. So it's kind of a nice feature as well. If that's something you're interested in, we're happy to provide more details on those after the webinar today, what's included in each plan, and we can talk about those in more detail. So I'll get on to the cloud host. So Equation does offer our own cloud hosting for Sage 300. We've done this since about 2012. Got probably 60 or 70 clients now that are hosted, that we host their Sage 300 systems. The question is always kind of, is it a good fit or not? It's a great fit for a lot of folks. It's not necessarily a good fit for other folks. Some of the common questions that are asked are, is the organization one that has its own IT infrastructure or not? Are you seeing increasing capital costs on hardware or your software operating systems? Are you seeing increases in your IT support costs ongoing? And or if you have data center real estate costs or maintenance costs associated with Sage 300, is that something that's of increasing cost to you or starting to pose budgetary issues? What we like to offer is complete control of your data, and even after, should you choose to leave, you get your shared data and databases back, fully portable. We've offered less management, maintenance, and deployment time. We have remote access 24/7 from anywhere you have an internet connection. We can also tighten that down and make that only from specific places. We've had that request from certain users for security purposes. That's also an option. And we have high security, data protection, and routine scheduled backups. We use Carbon Black for our antivirus backups every night. via Veeam to a separate offsite backup at the file, volume, and instance level. And those are kept for 30 days. Top 5 reasons to move: improve cash flow, so minimal startup fees and low monthly subscription. It's also the anytime, anywhere access for finance, operations, and other stakeholders. Lots of folks can now work from home when they may not otherwise have been able, or they would have had to have some expensive VPN type solution. Continuously updated systems that enable 100% compliance. We take care of all of the patching. We make sure that the backups work. We watch the volume levels. We do it all for you. So, and the ease and speed of getting started. We can, from the time the contract is signed until we have shared data and databases from the client, we can have the system up and running within a couple of weeks to start testing. Peace of mind through built-in data backups and disaster recovery plans. As I mentioned earlier, we do the 3 levels of backups each night, keep those for 30 days. So that's a very quick path back to functionality should any sort of issue come up. Knock wood, we haven't ever had an issue. We did have an instance where a client was a victim of ransomware on their local network. They called us up in a panic. Luckily, we said, hey, do you have anything there that works? They said, yeah, we have one laptop that's from outside. We said, okay, you can log in and use the system. And they were up and running in 5 minutes because the hosted system was untouched. Cloud hosting services for our safe software. We use dedicated instances, which is to say that's a private tenant. You are not sharing the system with anyone else. It is your server, it is your system. 24/7 by 365 connectivity and support monitoring. We do watch that all the time, and we've even had requests over the weekend. If someone locks out their password or has issues connecting from home, we've taken calls there. And we have standard Sage upgrades included. Now, this is kind of a big one, I think. I like to try to keep everyone on a every 2.rev cycle. So that is to say, this year they're releasing 2025. So if a client is running 2023 or older, I'd like to get them upgraded. That is included. The Sage portion of that is included in your monthly cloud hosting fees. So unless you're running some third party or something like that, the cost of that upgrade is included. We think cloud hosting is affordable. We've got monthly rates as low as $72 a user. There's discounts provided for longer term and prepayment. I think we have up to like discounts on 3 years, get pretty substantial. And discounted Sage support service level agreements are available as well. And again, we can talk about those in more detail if that's something of interest. So if you're interested in learning more, please email us at support@equationtech.us, or you can call the 800 number and hit option 1. We'd be happy to talk in more detail about your specific situation. Obviously, a lot of you use third parties. We have a multitude of third parties that our hosted clients use, so we'll just have to kind of talk about the specifics of those third parties. We'd be happy to talk with you about whether or not it's a good fit. Appreciate your time today, and if you want to reach out, please feel free. There's my contact information.